Hey guys, and welcome back as we do a tour of the Nautitech 46 Fly. If you head over to the Nautitech website once again, you can see more of the technical specifications for this catamaran.
Just as a point of reference for you all, we are a couple now looking to buy a catamaran to live aboard and manage by ourselves. We're super duper inexperienced and over 6 months away from buying, so we focus mainly on the livability aspects of the boat during these walkthroughs. But if there's anything you would like us to do differently, please leave us a comment to let us know, but be nice because we're new. Here are some boats that I found on Yacht World as a point of reference for price for you guys.
Yeah, and we're currently doing a series of the boats we toured at Le Grand Mont, so please subscribe if you're interested in seeing any of these boats.
Okay, let's jump in.
Okay, so we start here in the aft cockpit, and we prefer this layout where the seating is dispersed around the outside of this area rather than concentrating around the dining table.
Yeah, if you think about a lot of people being back here, everybody has easy access to get up and go to the bathroom if they need to. Another thing to note is I believe these seats are vinyl, which isn't my personal favorite, but it might help with waterproofing, something like that. And then as we're walking around to the front of the boat, you can notice that integrated handrail, which is a nice feature. Maybe not a selling point, but it's nice for sure.
And they have big trampolines at the front here, which is nice. And you can notice there's a little table right there. I'm assuming that you could have sunbeds out, but I'm not entirely sure. Something that we would definitely prefer to have, though, if there were sunbeds.
Yeah, I think if there's not sunbeds, that's definitely a minus in our books, just because other boats of this size seem to have some forward seating in this section. And then I believe now we're headed back to the flybridge. We really actually like the flybridge option. There's not a ton of boats in this size range that do have that flybridge. There seems to be a debate whether or not people prefer or don't prefer the flybridge. And I think more of that is a question of how much time you're actually sailing versus how much time you're spent at anchor. And I think if you're at anchor, you can't argue with this extra space. It's really would be nice to have.
Yeah, and you can notice too, this particular flybridge has a table. It's not a big enough table to sit and do work or dine at. I mean, it's kind of just big enough for drinks and everything. But I think it's a nice addition to this space.
Yeah, I think some of the other flybridges have sun pads up there. And I think if you are sailing at night, I would actually prefer the sun pads, because I think you would probably want to cozy up in the space and maybe watch a movie or something. And this space seems more of designed for a hangout and a drink type of thing. But I think this boat overall would be a really great charter boat. If you're in the market for a charter boat, I think this would be really fun. It would be really fun to be on this boat with a lot of people, and I think the spaces facilitate that.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are in the main salon. One thing I wanted to note is I actually thought that the windows being like this, these angled in windows, would make me feel a little bit claustrophobic or I was in an aquarium. But actually when you're in the space, it doesn't. It feels very open and bright. So that's one thing I don't know, I had preconceived notion of before actually getting on the boat that this boat changed my mind on.
Yeah, and you can't quite see in this shot, but the nav station is
in the back corner,
the aft on the port side. Kind of a weird location facing towards the back of the boat. Just one thing to note.
I think it's facing towards the port side. I'm not sure. Sorry I didn't get it in this shot, guys. So yeah, it's a little weird of a position, but Now here we are walking onto the
starboard side, and this is a charter version. This boat, there's no owner's cabin.
Yeah, sorry guys, we prefer the owner's version, but they didn't have that at the show this time. And the windows down here are really nice, big and bright. They let a lot of light in. There's a lot of storage space in these cabins. And one thing that I want to note is that down here, these bathrooms are Jack and Jill shower setup. So you have two separate toilet spaces that share one larger shower. You didn't see it on that side because they had it locked, but when we go on the other side of the boat, you'll get a look in the shower. And I actually like that setup. I prefer when a boat shares like rather than having one head with a shower and the other one without, I prefer if they share a shower.
Yeah, it's better use of the space and more functional, I think, when you have if it's full of guests or full of people.
Yeah, I think so. My only like question is that I feel like on the other 45-foot plus boats, this is a 46. They do have two full bathrooms on the guest sides. Yeah, two full bathrooms with showers on the guest side. So it seems like maybe they could have fit it. I don't know what the reasoning is for it, but again, I would prefer this setup to like showers over toilet heads or something like that. So with the space, I think it was good. And I believe coming up here, you should get a better look in at that big shower space. So it is a big shower that they do give
it's a nice big shower.
And again, I think like this boat would be a great boat for a charter boat. I think it's really set up well. Other thing, I like these windows in the bathroom, but I think it's kind of weird. Like there's not a mirror over the sink, it's over the toilet. But again, that's like really nitpicky.
Yeah, and you can notice too, there's a lot of storage in each room. Each room has plenty of storage, and throughout the whole
too,
boat, there's a lot of storage. Yeah, this Nautitech has strip lighting in the ceiling, and it's dimmable too. So that's just a different feature of the Nautitech.
Yeah, you really like that. I mean, that was one of the first things you noticed.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So Nautitech 46 Fly. What was our thoughts?
Our thoughts or my thoughts?
What's
my
your
thoughts. My thoughts were I think that the boat was designed well and it was well thought out. The layout was good, but I don't know. When I was on the boat, man, there was a lot of noise going on. There was a lot of reeking and creaking, which I think to me felt like a telltale sign of like the quality of a build. I mean, we don't know too much, so don't kill me if we're wrong, but you could just feel it.
I mean, the impression you get when you're on it is that there is a difference compared to other catamarans.
Yeah, like if comparing this boat to, say, like a Lagoon or a Leopard, I really feel like you could tell a difference in quality of the boat. And to me, that's big enough for me to, want to steer clear. If you're in the market for a boat like this, I would really steer you more towards a Lagoon or a Leopard. That Lagoon 46, I know I say it a lot, but man, that boat is a great friggin' boat. It just feels like it blows the rest out of the water. And the Leopards, the quality is really there. I don't know that I would personally feel comfortable investing my money here.
So anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for tuning in to the walkthrough that we just gave you.
Yeah, thanks for watching. And we're currently doing a series on all the boats that we walk through in Le Grand Mont. So if you're interested in seeing any of these boats, please subscribe to stay up to date and in the loop. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.